Are you curious about the difference between wholesale and retail? Are you trying to figure out which is the right fit for you for right now? Stay tuned as I dig into the key differences between these two different approaches to selling products. Hey there, I'm Kathy Donovan Wagner, founder of Retail Mavens and mother of America's most fun family, and I'll tell you that my mission is to help independent retailers get more profit and better sleep. Make sure you hit subscribe below and click the bell to get notifications so that you don't miss out on any of the tips and tricks and tools and strategies that I'm going to share with you every week. If you're just getting started with your business and you found yourself confused about the differences between retail and wholesale and what it means for you, well, you're in the right place. While there are a lot of similarities, they both revolve around selling products, right? There are some key differences that you should know about that will help you decide which is the right fit for you. I have my notes all ready to go so that I can dig into this with you, all right? Let's get started. Retail is selling goods and products directly to the end consumer, typically selling lower quantities of each item per sale. Wholesale, on the other hand, is selling products to a company that then sell it to an end consumer. So they don't sell directly to the end consumer like it does in retail. Wholesale usually deals in higher volume bulk orders per sale. So that's sort of a key difference right there. Retail, of course, involves merchandising and displaying the product, whereas in wholesale, you don't usually need to worry about merchandising your product very much because you're usually going to be selling it through your website or line sheets or catalogs, unless you decide to do trade shows, in which case obviously you'll have to create a whole trade show booth, or also if you do any local fairs or any other events like that. As a retailer, you're responsible for the entire customer journey from beginning to end and really creating a fabulous customer experience. As a wholesale business, you have to do the same thing, but you don't have to manage as many customers at the same time because you're selling to fewer people, but selling more items to those people. When selling products at retail, you mark the product up to a retail price. That then allows you enough gross margin to cover all the other expenses in the store. If you need more information about how to price your products for retail, including the percentage you should mark your products up, which is also called an initial markup or IMU, stay tuned. I'm going to share more about that in just a bit. Pricing wholesale products is different. It involves calculating your cost of manufacturing or buying the product if you're buying it from another manufacturer, and then marking it up to allow for profit for you as you sell to the retailer. The markup won't be as high in this case because your costs are all accounted for in the cost of the item, whereas a retailer has to also account for the cost of doing business. Sales tax is handled differently between the two. As a retailer, depending on where you live, you're usually responsible for collecting and remitting the sales tax to the states that you do business in, whereas wholesale businesses are usually exempt from collecting and remitting sales tax. You usually don't have to do that, but of course check with your local regulations. Wholesale doesn't require a storefront, but usually requires a warehouse or some sort of storage space to hold the product in. A brick and mortar retail store does by definition require a storefront, but there also are many retailers now that are simply selling online also, so they also require warehouse or storage space too. In both retail and wholesale, you have to communicate the features, the advantages, and the benefits of the product to the buyer, and using a multitude of different platforms to do that. The one other thing that retail does is that you're also talking about your store, the messaging of your store, but really also wholesale does the same thing. You should have a clear voice, a clear message that you're trying to get across for your wholesale company too. Another key difference is that wholesale usually starts out as one type of product, just candles, just bath products, right? Whereas a store usually encompasses a lot of different products that all contain similar messaging or a similar feel or a similar look to it that create a cohesive message. So to recap, a retailer sells products directly to the end consumer through a sales channel like a physical storefront or an online store, whereas a wholesaler sells to businesses who in turn sell to the consumer. The amount of capital you have access to matters also when you're trying to make this decision. It takes a lot of capital initially to open a store, and depending how quickly you want to scale, it can also take quite a bit of capital to pay for manufacturing costs. You have to weigh that into this decision also. If you love interacting with people and are passionate about curating a collection of products and telling a story, then merchandising and marketing those products, then retail is going to be a good fit for you. On the other hand, if you love supporting other businesses and helping them get success and with products that suit their mission that you can provide for them, if you're passionate about one particular category, wholesaling can be a better fit as it allows you to really focus deep on building fewer but deeper relationships with businesses who buy from you and the products you provide them. Let me know if this helped you clarify the differences between wholesale and retail. And if the retail is the best fit for you, make sure you check out this video where I tell you exactly how much you should mark up the products in your store and exactly which prices will allow you to maximize your profits. And don't forget to subscribe with the bell for tools and tips and strategies that I'm going to be providing for you every single week. I can't wait to see you again. Happy retailing.